Hey everyone, it's Ben Hardy here, and in today's video we are taking delivery of my Land Rover Defender. Yet again, we are picking it up after it was at the service department for I think about a week roughly, getting stuff looked at, because after only 150 miles the power steering decided that it didn't want to work anymore. And so we'll talk about what they found out, what they didn't find out, because it's kind of an interesting situation overall. But with that being said, before we get into the video, as always, if you're going to save time and money the next time you purchase a car, link to my car buying guide in the description down below. Let's get into it. And for those of you wondering, we are taking the Raptor to pick up the Defender because this is where the car seat is in. Obviously, I need to ride up to the Land Rover dealership so I can drive the Land Rover back. And, well, you know, the Raptor is probably the most reliable vehicle that I have here. People give Ford a lot of crap, but I've got almost 10,000 miles on this Raptor, and I haven't had any issues with my Gen 3. I did have some issues with my Gen 2 Raptor within the first, like, I think 6,000 miles. And then I think within like 12,000 miles, I also had some more issues. But this, I mean, we're almost 10,000 miles into this thing, and it's been flawless. So the Gen 3 is actually showing to be very reliable, especially compared to the Defender with its problems after only 150 miles. Well, I spoke too soon. I actually already have over 10,000 miles on the Raptor. Didn't even realize it. Yeah, so we're already there. No problems on this one. Well, hello.
Oh, hi.
How do you feel about the Defender?
I am questioning our decision.
You're questioning our decision?
Yeah, but it's too late now.
Do you think so? You feel like we should have kept the Toyota?
I felt like that before we... Yes.
Why is
but
that?
I haven't actually driven the Defender yet.
Well, we drove one when we looked at cars. You said you liked it the most.
That was... like... feels like a year ago.
Well, it almost was.
Yeah, so I don't remember. And I remember liking it the best, but I'm talking about I haven't done it recently, so I don't know how I feel in comparison to now, because I just had the 4Runner like a month ago, well, 2 months ago. Ben took it from me so he could trade it in.
Yeah.
It makes me so sad.
Well, what did you, like, you said that you were questioning getting rid of the 4Runner? Why? Like, I'm confused. You didn't say that to me at all.
No, I didn't. I was waiting it out, seeing how I felt about the Defender after we had it, because either way, it's too late.
What did you like about the 4Runner?
The reliability.
Agreed.
Yeah, that's why this is like, oh! But...
I was going to say, that's why I'm going to be driving it for a bit longer.
Yeah. Yeah, Ben gets to deal with the crap out.
And at the beginning of the video, I said that you're driving the Raptor because it's the most reliable vehicle owned, and people always talk about how Fords are unreliable, but
it's keeping trucking.
Yeah, it's got 10,000 miles on it, and it hasn't had a single issue.
In college, I drove a Ford from 1999, and it didn't give me like any trouble, and I forgot to like give it oil half the time.
And if you want to buy that Ford, it's for sale.
It's available. It has been it has been fixed up. New battery, new transmission, new tires. It doesn't have a third row. It used to, but I forgot to grab it before my grandparents moved because they were storing it for me. So it's great for camping. It's got room.
It's an expedition.
It is an expedition, and I love that vehicle with all my heart.
$2,000 and it's yours. I don't even know what it's worth, but $2,000 and it's yours. I don't care.
It'll be sad for me.
Okay.
I love that.
Okay, well, we gotta ask you, because we got the 4Runner right there. That's our old 4Runner. And then we got the Defender right here. Which one looks cooler?
The Defender.
Yeah, see? Okay, you know what she did? I don't know if you guys can be able to see this on camera because it's really, really far away. But there's the Defender Anniversary Editions that are green with green wheels. She's like, is that our Defender? And I'm like, did I order an ugly green with ugly green wheels?
I didn't know.
Like, this green looks so much better than the, I think it's the 70th anniversary. I reviewed it. I don't even remember the cars that I review, apparently.
No, you don't.
But, yeah, apparently the 4Runner doesn't look, I mean, it looks cool.
Apparently, I was so nervous about it that I picked the uglier version of the Defender just on bias of not wanting to have it, apparently.
Oh, ouch.
Not wanting to have it, but being scared about not liking it and then seeing this ugly green car and being like, what have we done? This one's better, though.
Well, we can always sell it. And lose probably a ton of money because the car market's in complete decline.
No, I'll probably like it. I'm just nervous.
Yeah, it's okay. Well, I'm gonna go have my fun driving home in it, and hopefully it doesn't break down.
Oh, I was gonna say, can you drive me around the parking lot?
In the Defender?
Yeah.
How about the baby in the back?
Dang it. Darn it, babies.
Did you forget about the baby?
I did not. I was hoping to move the booster seat, the car seat thing, but that's a lot of work.
Yeah.
Ben doesn't do hard work.
Well, I don't even know how to get the booster in.
He doesn't.
I don't know how to get the booster in.
That's okay.
I feel bad now for thinking that you would just leave the baby in the Raptor.
You should.
Now I'm going to be in the doghouse tonight.
Mm-hmm.
I can hear her in the back. Hello?
Don't wake her.
Oh, didn't mean to cry a little bit. Whoops.
Yeah.
Goodbye. Well, sorry if the lighting's horrible with these shots, but I don't have window tint with the Defender yet, so it's going to be probably brighter in the interior than normal. But anyways, just driving the Defender home, I just did a couple of cool videos at the Land Rover there in Lehigh. Basically, I did a comparison with this versus a V8 Defender, and then just did a full review on the V8 Defender. And speaking of the Land Rover in Lehigh, I don't think I gave him a shout out in this video yet. I really appreciate like all of the help with the whole Defender situation. Again, they took really good care of me with the ordering process with this Defender, and then also they definitely helped out a massive amount with the whole servicing thing with this initial service. So if you live in Utah and you're looking to buy a Land Rover or service your Land Rover of Lehigh is the one to go to. But let's now dive into what was wrong with the Defender. So if you haven't seen the original video, basically what happened is I went to go and, you know, take the Defender out for my daily commute, and I tried to like steer out of my driveway, and the steering was extremely heavy, and I realized that the power steering had gone out with the Defender. And so obviously I contacted the Land Rover in Lehigh. They sent out a tow truck through Land Rover's towing service, and they started getting into figuring out what was wrong with the Defender. Like, why is the power steering not working? Well, first off, the Land Rover dealership told me that when the Defender arrived, it was completely dead. Now, I obviously didn't have any issues with starting up the Defender. You guys saw that in the original video. It wasn't dead. So my guess is the tow truck company that had it, they basically had it overnight. I'm guessing that they left the key fob in the Defender or something, or left something on and just killed the battery. Because again, it was completely dead when the Land Rover in Lehigh tried to, like, you know, the shop basically tried to start it up. And so they thought, oh, well, maybe the battery just ran out of juice, and so they charged everything up and everything started working again. But then after I told them that, no, I did not, you know, leave the key fob in the Defender, and no, I didn't leave the lights on or anything, then it's like, okay, well, something else is happening here. Something else is causing the Defender to have the power steering go out, because, again, I didn't, like, drain the battery fully. Again, you guys saw in the video, it fully started up, like, no problem whatsoever the morning of. It's just the power steering wasn't working. So Land Rover in Lehigh, you know, talks with the engineering team at Land Rover to try to figure out what's wrong, and Land Rover basically sent them a laundry list of things to check. And so they go through, check all the things, and they cannot find anything wrong with the Defender. So, like, that's basically where we're at with this Defender, is the power steering went out, and it arrived at the dealership with a dead battery, probably because, and I'm not blaming the towing company, I'm just saying that I didn't kill the battery. The battery was completely fine, but after it was, you know, at the towing company's lot for a day, the battery happened to be dead the next day. So after the battery's recharged and everything, the Defender functions completely fine. And right now it's like I'm driving it and it's functioning completely fine. So yeah, don't know if that was just a fluke or what exactly happened with the Defender, but at this point, I'm just going to continue to daily drive it and basically just hope that nothing happens again. And I mean, I don't know at this point, but honestly, I'm not too concerned, because first off, we got that sweet 4-year warranty on the Defender from the factory. So if anything does break, right, it's covered under warranty. And then the other thing is, like, after dealing with the service department with Lehigh and everything, like, I've owned a lot of cars and I've had to service a lot of cars, and I'd have to say that was the best experience I've ever had with any of the cars, because, like, the Defender was picked up instantly, and, like, I didn't have to do anything. Like, it was so easy. Usually I have to, like, get my vehicle down to the dealership, and I understand that every single manufacturer has towing services, but, like, I don't know, it was super easy. And so, like, despite the fact that stuff could happen in the future again because it's a Land Rover, I'm not too concerned. I have a warranty, and I know that the service is going to be great with taking care of it, and so it's like, I don't know, I'm cool with it. So in summary, power steering went out. Land Rover dealership looked into it, couldn't find anything that would have caused it. Everything's working now, and so we're just going to drive the Defender, and let's see what happens in the future. Again, shout out to the Land Rover in Lehigh. See ya.